Okay, can we talk about how expensive art supplies is? Like, I don't care if I'm Bill Gates. $6 for one pencil is just too much. I think out of all the concerns out of my YouTube channel, the number one concern that I get most often is, Ray, I just don't have the money for that. I don't have the money to go out and buy these special tools and buy all these special products to make art. Which is totally understandable. I mean, I'm not over here like balling either. So today I thought I would go to Dollar Tree, which is a store that contains only $1 items, and just pick out some like drawing supplies and see what they have, and just to kind of showcase to you guys that you don't have to have expensive supplies or fancy tools to create good art. In fact, some of my favorite drawings that I've ever drawn have been made with simply charcoal and paper. And if you guys do end up liking this video, maybe I can turn it into a series where you pick a store, whether it's online or in person. I go down there, get the cheapest supplies possible, and make something out of it. And yeah, I think I've said enough, so without further ado, let's start the video.
Holla for $1. We're here at Dollar Tree. I'm just gonna pick up some stuff and we'll see how it goes. So I'm sorry about this Dollar Tree, it's kind of a mess, so brace yourselves, people. Man, I love Halloween. I know I gotta focus, but yes. Okay, focus. Alright, voiceover Ray coming in hot. So, Dollar Tree has a huge variety of different art products. And to be honest, it does look a little overwhelming, but I'm gonna show you guys the best of the best that I have found. Alright, so the first thing we're going to need are some pencils. Now, I personally like to have mechanical as opposed to wood. I don't know, it's just like a weird thing I do. And ink makes really good pencils, especially for $1, so yeah, going in the bag. Alright, so now that we got the pencils, we're going to need some paper. Now, they actually do have sketchbooks here, but we're not messing with that today. But what they do have is giant poster board. So what we're going to do is get it and sand it. Oh god. We're gonna sand it down and we're gonna make some bomb paper with it. Alright, so what's next up in the game is this whiteout pen. Now, if you don't want to spend $6 on a white marker pen or like a gel pen for highlights, this works just as good, if not better. And lastly, we're gonna be using these eyeshadow applicator thingies. They work amazing for blending. Alright, so it's the next day and I'm ready to start with my drawing. So let's make this awesome paper, shall we? I seriously think you guys should at least just try this once because it is insanely good, high quality paper from Dollar Tree. Like, we're not messing around with the sketchbooks. So to make this, all you're gonna need is some poster board, turn it over to the least shiny side, get your sandpaper or sanding sponge, also found at Dollar Tree, and just scrub away until you get a nice rough texture, and just like that, you have really good paper. Alright, so now that that's done, let's get our mechanical pencils and let's get this show on the road. I feel like you guys already know the drill with my artwork, so first thing we gotta do is create the outline. In this case, I was feeling kind of like spooky, so I was thinking about drawing Tate from American Horror Story. That image is just so iconic. I'm actually surprised that I've never drawn it before. Alright, so proportions are done, and it looks a little creepy right now, but we're gonna get to it, so just be patient with me, guys. And the first step to not making it look as creepy is to start out by adding some shadows and some highlights and stuff. And this is where our eyeshadow applicators come in to blend. Dude, these are so awesome. I don't have words, I'm just gonna show you. Okay, so lay down, you know, nice little shadow, you know, nothing too crazy. And look at this. Look at that, it just blended it flawlessly. As you guys can tell, I'm really excited about those eyeshadow applicators. Now, they say that you can make your own blending tool out of rolling paper. I mean, not rolling paper, but paper that is rolled. But I've never had any luck with it. So in a second, I'll show you guys what I do as an alternative. Actually, scratch that. I mean, I'm going to show you right now. So all I do is just get a piece of paper and cut it up or rip it up and just make like a fine point from folding it. And from there, bada bing, bada boom, you got a blending tool. Alright, so now we can move on to our heavy shadows. Now, earlier this month, I actually found these charcoal pencils at Dollar Tree. I've never used these before, so I'm really excited to try them out. So, let's see how these work. Dude, these are incredible. Why have I been buying $6 pencils when I could just get these for $1? Man, I am so glad those worked out. Go check your local Dollar Tree and see if they have something good there. So all I'm going to do now is just fill in all the dark areas. So like his eyes, nose, mouth, hair. All the areas that need to be like heavily filled in. And once I'm done with that, I'm going to move on to what was the hardest part of this whole drawing, which was his teeth. Now at this point I did miss my blending tool because it goes to such a small point to blend, but I just took my time, you know, took it one step at a time, and I got the hang of it, and it came out pretty well. Boom! Here are the finished teeth that took me a really long time to do. So now that I am completely frustrated with the teeth, I wanted to move on to something simple, which will be the hair. As far as the hair goes, I didn't want to mess with it too much, so I did my foolproof, lazy, I don't got time for this hair routine, which I actually made a whole video on. It's just a simple way to do hair, which I will link in the card above and also in the description box below. So now the only thing left to do is work on the neck face paint skeleton thing. Boom, there it is. Originally, I wasn't gonna do it, but I knew you American Horror Story fans would be so disappointed if I just did regular shading to the neck. I mean, it's a look, alright? To be honest, I feel like clothes can be really difficult and intimidating, so basically what I do is I fill in all the areas that are pure black, and I just blend around that, and it makes a really nice, simple, clean material. Of course, I don't always do this because it's not as highly detailed as it could be, but this is just a simple way, you know, when you're trying to get a drawing done to make some nice clothes. But da-da-da! Here is the final finished color corrected piece.
Wow, that actually turned out better than expected. So again, this proves my point that you don't necessarily need all these fancy tools and all these expensive supplies to make some really good art. Look at Jazza, that dude can... I mean, look at Jazza, that dude literally can make art out of anything. Like, I'm fully convinced that that dude can literally make art out of thin air. So go out there with your bad self and go make something awesome. Anyway guys, if you want to see everything that I've ever painted or drawn, you can see my Instagram here. And of course, for like behind the scenes kind of stuff, you can check out my Snapchat. And my Twitter's been popping lately, so yeah, I guess I'll see you guys there. And I love you, and I'll see you next video. Bye!
I don't know guys, we're here in this store, and I guess you can say it looks a little sketchy.